Hi there. So have you ever wondered what it involves to sell your home? Perhaps you've sold a home before, but you've questioned the process a bit. Maybe it took too long, it was a bit arduous, or the agent was like a friend of a family member that maybe didn't seem as invested in your process. Well, the real estate world changes literally all the time, and so does the way that homes get sold. But there are definitely things that make a great listing agent stand apart from your everyday average Joe the real estate agent. So that's what this course is going to dig deep into. I remember when I was a kid, my mom had on her bookshelf this book called What to Expect When Expecting. And some of you might know the book. I used to be fascinated by the pictures in the book, even though some of them were probably not appropriate for me to be looking at as a young little boy. But the book is a step-by-step guide to any questions you might have when you're pregnant. And what happens after you give birth, and how do you take care of this new little baby? It was certainly written far before anyone could just Google like how to change a diaper. But I think it's probably in its like millionth edition by this part. So what I've done here is I've created a course and a guide for you to know what to expect when you're selling your home, especially as the rules and laws change all the time. Selling your home can be one of the biggest decisions that you make in your whole life. And to be honest, it can be a really stressful process. So that's why I've put this together, to get rid of some of that stress. If you have the right person on your side, if you hire the right agent, they can take a lot of the stress off your shoulders. They can make the process much more streamlined. They could even make it exciting, joyful, and maybe even a little bit fun. But you have to have you really have to have the right information, and you need to know the right questions to ask a listing agent when you're interviewing them. This course is going to cover all of that. You can also use this course in any way you'd like. When I was a kid, speaking of books, when I was a kid, they also had books called Choose Your Own Adventure, where you get to the end of the chapter and then you could jump to a certain page or continue to go, and it would sort of determine the fate of the character. So you could use this course the same way. If there's a specific question you have, say about pricing, you can go to the part of the course just on pricing. You can look at the titles of each of the sections, and if you have a question that might be specific to that title, just go right to that video. But it also does go in a very specific order, so you can watch the whole course straight through, one section at a time. And if you have any additional questions or feedback or looking for more information, you can always reach out to me at any point in time. I have my contact information below each of the videos. You can contact me regardless of where you live. I'll advise you in a very fair and non-judgmental way. And my goal is for you to be far more informed before you start this process. So I hope you enjoy the course. Please feel free to reach out if you have any additional questions, and thank you for joining me.